go out live now to the Twin Peaks area. Of course, that area was evacuated yesterday, continues to be. That's where we find our reporter Greg Lee standing by with the latest out there. And as you can see, the wind blowing his collar as well.
Yeah, good evening, Chris. Absolutely, the wind's going to be a major issue, and we're standing in the doorway of what used to be a home till it was destroyed by fire last night. I want to show you a little bit more about that wind. You can see this metal frame is just blowing in the wind. That's going to be a major issue for firefighters trying to protect more homes like this one. Daylight at the Silver Fire brought a chance to fly the massive DC-10 to help fight the flames, but it also shed light on the destruction caused overnight. Rubble smoldered where houses once stood in the Twin Pines neighborhood. Cars, furniture, anything in the fire's path were burned.
Brand new, gone. Antique cars, Harleys, tools. I mean, I can't imagine.
Larry McCrae's home stood untouched. The fire came right up to his neighbor's fence, melting it, but the house intact. Others on the street weren't so lucky. A nightmare many in the area already woke up to once in 2006.
A lot of the houses that burnt in this fire that I saw on your newscast last night also were houses that burnt in the Esperanza fire, and they rebuilt in the same place under the same conditions, and they're gone again.
Residents aren't the only ones recalling the Esperanza fire. As the smoke plumes grow and conditions worsen, firefighters can't help but think about the blaze that took the lives of 5 of their own.
We're seeing fire behavior that we haven't seen in a long time because the fuels are so dry. And then you add a little bit of wind to that, and it really makes it a challenge for us to try to catch or keep up with the fire.
More resources keep arriving to help in the fight, and crews continue to attack the fire from all angles. Meanwhile, people like McCrae can only watch, wait, and show their gratitude.
If the road gets burned across, you're here, so I know they took a big risk, and I appreciate that they did, and we still have a home to come home to.
Chris, back here live, you can just see how extensive the damage really is. Now, obviously, people cannot make their way back up the mountain because that evacuation order is still in place. But the gentleman I spoke to in my story did make his way around this neighborhood to tell his neighbors the extent of the damage. And as you can imagine, he had some very bad news to give. Our thoughts certainly with these people as they look to rebuild when this fire is out. Reporting live, Greg Lee, back to you.
Greg Lee, thank you so much. And that's one thing you always hear from the people who live on the mountain there, that deep appreciation for the job that firefighters did. Of course, everybody remembers what happened back in 2006 when 5 firefighters lost their lives in the Esperanza fire. Greg Lee, thank you.